Glory, glory to South Sydney. The Bunnies are back, and so's the Falcon. What a great victory for South Sydney and for rugby league. Today, I've swooped into Redfern, the heart of South Sydney territory, to see what the victory means to the people. What's it mean to you, Souths are back?
Mate, it's like winning the lottery. That's it, winning the lottery. It's bigger than winning the lottery.
I understand Fatty's going to maybe try and come out of retirement just to help him out in the first year.
Fatty's
Hang on, you just... Okay, who's your second?
Eric Sims. Eric Sims.
Well, what about Darling? What, Darling, I said him.
Darling.
I just called him Darling. Sorry, mate.
That's all right.
Will you be going to the South game first up?
Yes. When's that on?
Well, it's going to be in 2002. Sydney Football Stadium.
Well,
Be there.
That's if I'm alive. I'm 88 this July.
You don't drink and smoke?
Oh, I smoke like a train and drink like a fish.
How would I go?
You're wretched. You're wretched.
You're a Southman. You're a Southman, are you?
Yeah, but you,
Well,
man.
you should like me. You know that I used to live in Wellington Street.
I know, Murray, and since you left, the real estate values have gone up here.
Do you remember when I played with South champion?
What was your name?
Who's your favourite South player?
Mario Fennick.
Oh, good on you, mate. Thanks, mate. Good on you, mate. I had 10 years there, mate.
Yeah, you are Mario Fennick, aren't you?
Is my face becoming a bit more familiar?
Yes, it is.
Who do you think I am?
Eh?
Who do you think I am?
Name's got me beat.
I've got a fan here. You used to watch me play years ago?
Oh, for sure.
I did my best.
Yeah, I seen you hit your head with that ball.
You do look like the fat. But hang on, you're a prettier version of the fat. Okay, well done. And the Mighty Rabbits are back?
Funny.
I used to play for the club. Be supportive of me.
They was glad to get rid of you too, weren't they?
That's not funny. That's not funny, you idiot.
Give me the initials.
M.
Not Mario, is it?
Oh, you got me. Mario Fennick, I used to play with the Rabbits, mate.
That's right, yeah.
Was I one of your favourite players?
Yes, definitely. Now, do you mind if I play me get?
Well, I'm sorry, mate. Can I press the button for it?
No, you can't.
Well, there you go. It's the passion of the South Sydney people that got the Rabbitohs back into the comp. I can tell you, next year, in 2002, when the Rabbitohs finally return to the field, there'll be a lot of raging bunnies. Back to you.
Join the Falcon, Mario Fennick and friends down there at the Raging Bunny Pub. Good on you, champ. Now, look, Daryl Broman's out and about. He's tonight at the Holden Hotspot. Where are you, Daryl?
Where else would I be, Fatty? G'day, how you going? I'm at South Sydney Seniors, which is Chalmers Street, Redfern. I'm with Reggie the Rabbit here, and how good's Reggie looking? He's dusted off all that South Sydney gear, and there's heaps of fans still here too. I think they've been here for over a week or so. I agree with you, blokes. How good is it to have the Rabbits back in the competition? More on the Holden Hotspot later. Let's get straight into the League of Their Own. And tonight we have two fantastic entries. The first one tonight is from Frosty McMahon of Forbes, and we'll roll that tape. Here it is. This young guy gets the ball. He starts sprinting out right, throws a dummy, slides inside one or two defenders, is still sprinting down along the sideline, gets to the fullback, steps inside him. Oh, this is going to be a fantastic try. Here he goes, puts it down, drops it. You dribbler, drops the ball. Number one, he comes around. This is too simple. All you got to do is place it. And what's the imbecile do? He drops it. No try. Our second entry today, believe it or not, comes from Terry Madison, who coaches Norths in the Brisbane Bundy Cup. And it's a Falcon. It's a Falcon. That player, believe it or not, is Kevin Carmichael, who has played a bit of first grade for Melbourne. Hits him right on the head. That's the best Falcon I reckon I've ever seen. One more time. Comes down straight on the head. Falcon, you're gone. Kevin Carmichael, you're kidding. You're kidding, Kevin Carmichael. Terry Madison, the coach of Norths in Brisbane, sent that in. It's a tough one tonight, boys. Two fantastic entries. What do you think?
I like two, Paulie boy. That's
I
a
like
great
the second
Falcon.
one. I think it's one of the great
End up in the
Falcons of all
crowd.
time,
It's a
that one. Yeah, good on you.
I tend to agree with you. That's from Terry Madison, the great Terry Madison, who coaches Norths in the Bundy Gold Cup in Queensland. Congratulations, Terry. You've won a family pass. I can't believe Terry Madison's won a family pass to the V8 supercars in the state of your choice. You've won a Holden pack. But best of all, our buddies at Holden, you're going in the draw to win this great Holden Jackaroo.
League of Their Own contestants will be competing for the right to drive away in this magnificent Holden Jackaroo. This 7-seater four-wheel drive has a wide range of features, including a big V6 engine, alloy wheels, air conditioning, and is valued at $46,000.
And as usual, you've got to send a stamped self-addressed post pack to League of Their Own, Locked Bag 15, Willoughby 2068. League of Their Own, Locked Bag 15, Willoughby 2068. Now, while I'm down here at South Sydney, seniors, remember, it's seniors, South Sydney seniors. Tonight, in about 40-odd minutes or so, we need some South's legends lookalikes. Make your way down here. You're eligible to win a great prize from Peter Wynn, a $500 Souths pack. And how valuable is that? A $500 Souths pack. South Sydney seniors, make your way down here as quick as you can. Be back shortly with all those great entrants. And look at the fans.
Thanks, Daryl. Yeah, so if you look like any South Sydney player, past or present, any slight resemblance at all, get down there. You can win a great prize there with Daryl Broman at the South Sydney Seniors Leagues Club. Now, look, it's time for our Chiefs Challenge. And, Chief, what have we got this week?
I've got a big Chiefs Challenge this week. Remember last week I dedicated the Chiefs Challenge to Pat Rafter. He lost. Put the mocker on him. This week it's South Sydney. Now, before I explain to you what it is, let's get the contestants on because there's 13 of them. Come on, guys. Let's go. Come on. Big time. Chiefs Challenge, okay, it's a big one tonight. We are dedicating the fact that South Sydney are back in the competition. We've got 13 Rabbitoh supporters and another 13 very special guests. Have a look at this. 13 bunnies. So very quickly, the name of this game is, as I said, these contestants are pre-selected. They'll walk up to Terry, who's the rabbit handler. They're looking fit and healthy, mate. Everything's fine?
That is, Paul, thanks.
Okay, mate, well done. And there's two rabbits there. One's got a green spot and one's got a red spot on their bottoms. If they pick that, you win the cash, thanks to Telstra, a great supporter to the football show.
Chief, is it dangerous being a rabbit handler?
Well, ask Terry, any dangers? Is it pretty tough being a rabbit handler?
At times it can be, Sterlo, but we welcome them back in the comp anyway, mate.
So this is some rabbit roulette we're about to play.
And thanks, mate. Rabbit roulette. Okay, our first contestant, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, big point. Here we go to Terry. We'll pick it out for you. Which one? Oh, the little fella. Oh, have a look at him. He's wonderful. Any dots? No dots. Thanks very much. Thank you. Next contestant, mate. Coming up, step up. Rabbit roulette. Pick a rabbit. Pick a rabbit. Any rabbit will do.
This is one of your best, Chief.
Thanks very much, mate. Take your time. Okay. No rabbit. Sorry, mate. See you later. Let's go. Let's fire it up. Let's go. Which one would you like? Pick up the big fella. Big Daryl Broman there. Come up, big boy. Let's have a look at you. No, nothing. Let's go. Thanks very much. Next rabbit. There's some cute little ones there too. Which one would you like?
Oh, the one in the corner.
The little fella in the corner.
What this will do, mate?
Big Terry's loving this at the moment, handling the rabbits. He's going great. Here we go. Nothing. Oh, it's going good. Here we go.
Still, come on, they're getting excited.
You want a red dot or a green dot? Which one? Hang on, look at this. What's going on here? You can't do that on national TV. Holy dooly. Cracker Fats later on. That's later on the show. Which one would you like? Thank heavens that happened. This show...
No, it's going good.
Oh, it's going really good. Rabbits are mating. Oh, nothing. Thanks very much. Here we go. Oh, the little cutie Terry. Here we go, little cutie, mate. Yeah, grab hold of him. What do you reckon? Have a guess.
Oh, yeah. I'll be a
Nothing. Is there any dots on here? Come on. Bring him up.
It's a
rabbit.
This is riveting television, Chief.
It's a white dot.
Okay, here we go. The fluffy one, mate. Thanks for input too, guys. The support from Fatty and Sterlo is just fantastic. We've got a dot. That's a bit of what's that? Oh, that's a bit of rabbit. Okay, thanks very much. All right, next round, bigger rabbit. You want a little fella? The little one. Oh, this is going great. There's only 5 left. There's got to be ones coming soon. Do you want to win the cash thanks to Telstra? No, nothing. Let's next. That one there, okay. Yeah, Terry, can you pick him up, mate, please? Please have a little colour there, green or red would be fine. Something for us. Yes, a winner. Well done. Which one would you like? Oh, we're getting close. The suspense is just killing me now. Really building up to a pinnacle. Oh, nothing. Thanks very much. Here we go. Which one would you like? The cutest one in the middle, Terry. Can we have that one, please? Wow, this is really good. Suspense. Is it going to be the red dot? Come on, Terry.
Not.
Please. Oh,
That's a red dot.
Okay. Well, wasn't that just wonderful? Well, congratulations. You've won $1,000 thanks to Telstra. Now
I
listen.
haven't won it yet, Chief.
No, they will, because I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because you've got a chance to double your money. Are you interested?
Yeah.
How much have they won? They've won 250
They've won 250 each.
That's
Now,
right,
if you put your money together, it'll make 500. You can double it if you want to in Chief's Challenge 2. Now, Fat Man, we've had the rabbit roulette.
Yeah, that was
What do you think about Chief's Challenge 2? What do you think?
Chief Challenge 2, if you want to double your money, you have to dunk the dickhead. And there it is,
The
ladies and
rabbits
gentlemen.
are back, and the Moorlands Falcons back. They've got the ultimate challenge. I'm taking on.
There he is there.
Fly your
You can go out and dunk him. And you won't find a bigger dickhead in the world than Mario Fennick.
To be able to hit the target.
Well, there you go.
I'm very confident.
Oh, he's going off, Mario, but that'll be great.
Mario going to the water, it'll be like the Exxon Valdez. What about the oil slick he'll leave?
There we get all slick. Plenty of ice in that too. So there you go. Have a think about that. We'll get back to you later in the show. Fat Man, back to you, mate.
Thanks
Save
very much.
me. Save me.
Excellent segment. Very good. Very good. Now, continuing with our South theme, we thought we'd get on some great South legends to talk about just what it means to them to have them back in the comp. We couldn't get three better South players than these ones, all legends of the club. We've got John Sattler, Sean Garlick and Craig Coleman, as well as that, Andrew Denton, one of their greatest supporters. Please make them all welcome. Well, there's plenty of first-grade games in this right here, right now. John Sattler, 197 games there, 4 premierships. Tugger Coleman, 283 first-grade games. Sean Garlick, near 200 with the Bunnies as well. And, of course, Andrew Denton.
The enforcer.
Enforcer. Yes. Of course, leading Triple M breakfast showman. And
excuse me, do you recognise this poster, everybody?
No. But look, just tell us, fellas, we'll start with you, John, because you are fair dinkum one of the great legends of the game. What did it mean to you when you heard on last Friday that the appeal had been upheld and that Souths were going to come back into the comp?
Paul, it was something that we're all hoping and that would happen, but never ever really confident, although I think the only person that was really, really confident was George. And it was just a marvellous result, and the people and the warmth that people showed, people that haven't followed rugby league for years, but for all us South supporters, and in particular for George Piggins and all his very, very close people that have been with him for such a long period of time, it was just something very, very special, a one-off thing.
Well, Tugger, as we have a look at the euphoria of the end of last week, unfortunately now, in some ways, all the hard work really starts from the present moment in getting a side together to be a participant next year.
Yeah, well, it started last Friday about 10:15. The player managers I haven't spoken to for 2 years, they probably found my number. So, yeah, it's we're just taking our time, but Sterlo, we're in no rush. There's an abundance of players. There's a list of about 120, 130, some good quality, and mate, we'll start some interviews next week with them. And
what sort of play? Can you name any players that you're looking at, Craig?
Yeah, well, there's blokes like Sean Berrigan from the Broncos. If you're listening, Sean, you'd be a good boy for us. Darren Albert, Glenn Grief at the Knights.
What about Matty Johns?
Matty Johns, I spoke to John Ford the other day, and he says Matty's pretty keen to come back. And Matt's got a bit of South Sydney in him. He's a coal miner's son, and Newcastle have been very supportive towards South Sydney. And you never know, he could be in red and green.
It actually is a pretty good time because of the salary cap restrictions. There's a lot of good players, young players with plenty of tomorrows on the market. So that's great for you guys. The timing's been pretty good.
Yeah, but plus, Trev, there's a real lot of first-grade talent there. Adam Muir is another one.
Coming off contract,
isn't he? You never know what's going to happen there.
Andrew, I'm just going to ask you, through the fight, it's been going for such a long time, there's been so many people involved, a lot of people voluntary behind the scenes, putting a lot of hard work on. Can you give us a bit of insight of the people that's put so much work into this?
It's actually been amazing, like pretty much for 2 years, and I suppose Nana, Eileen, who's on the front desk, is the ultimate example. She's been working there every day unpaid for 2 years. She didn't even get the club to buy her own lunch most of the time because there wasn't enough money. It was all going to the lawyers. And there's been people like that, Andrew Hanley on the website, Pikey, people like this that have just come into the club absolutely unpaid and worked non-stop for 2 years, and that's a remarkable thing to do. You'd be hard-pressed to find that in any organisation.
I mean, you swore 2 years ago when South folded and they went out the back door that you'd never go to another rugby league game.
Yeah,
and this brings you back after 2 years.
I bought my first rugby league week today in 18 months. It felt comfortable again. Jennifer looked at me like, oh, no, it's back. I did want to say, though, and Tugger, I don't want to preempt you here, but I have signed our first player today, and I'm pretty happy about it. Olsen Filipino. It's a step forward for the club, and Tugger, don't thank me for it now. You'll thank me later, all right?
Sean Garlick, of course. You're on the board of South and you've worked very hard behind the scenes as well.
Oh, everybody has, Fatty. It really has been a team effort. I mean, we've had the best leader possible in George Piggins, but the whole board, they've had to make some hard decisions along the way. We've had to keep ourselves financial, which has been a miracle in itself. And just through selling merchandise and having functions, you know, we've raised over $2 million, which is absolutely unbelievable. It's through the support that South Sydney's got, not just in Sydney, but all around Australia, that has made it possible. And it's been more than just a rugby league thing. I think it became a social issue after a while, and people started to not so much even support South, but stand up for what they thought was right. And, you know, they didn't like the little bloke being stood over and trodden on, and that people could relate to really what South Sydney were doing, and that's what we're going to appeal to as we move forward now.
Well said. Now that you've got the NRL's blessing to come into 2002, apart from player recruitment, what other obstacles have you got to pass before you get to the next season?
Well, we don't see it as an obstacle, but there is a lot of work to do, and that starts with the administration of the club. I mean, the only role that's guaranteed at the moment is Craig Coleman as coach for next year. So we'll be advertising for every position from CEO right down. Sponsorships in place. Not only did they commit themselves contractually, but they went on oath during the hearing to say that should South be back in the competition, they'd be giving so much. And, you know, we're well over $5 million in building, and I can see as being the most financial club out there when we get on the field in 2002.
Well, two other people, of course, who helped a lot behind the scenes. Nolene Piggins, the wife of George, and also Norm Lipson, who is the unofficial PR man. They're both in the audience. Well done to Norm and Nolene. Through the fight, Nolene, there must have been times where George got down and out, and how did you keep him pepped up? I mean, he must have gone through some very trying times.
Without getting too private,
yeah.
Well, you know, George just had all the passion and fire himself. I mean, I didn't have to do too much to fire him up and keep him going.
And Norm, great news for the Bunnies, and what's the reaction been the last week or so?
Oh, well, I don't think the feet have hit the ground yet, Fatty. It was just an unbelievable fight we put up, and, you know, I'm really proud and I feel great. And I mean, to me, this has got to be better than winning a grand final, and it's probably better than sex, Fatty.
Well said.
Yeah. And very rarely that sex lasts a whole week like this has.
Apologies to my wife.
Yeah, I've got to say, Fatty,
Jesus, you bag your missus.
You've just got to stop this before, Fatty.
The Pigginses, when death comes for the Pigginses, death better be bloody ready, because if George and Nolan aren't ready to go, they're not going.
Tugger, I know that you and Sean have been looking at players, but also a good friend of ours, Phil Gould, looks like getting involved. You couldn't have a better man there with his knowledge of the game.
No, it's great, Sterlo. He's, you know, we've been close friends for a number of years, Phil and I, and you know, I asked him to help out there, and he's going to try and help set the structure of the club up, and you know, what a better man to have involved in negotiations. He brings a lot of credibility to the place, and you know, he can deal with these player managers, because I'm sick of them already.
Sats, have you spoken to any of the other old legends that you played with about this?
Well, I've spoken to Bob McCarthy and Ron Coote and a few of the boys, and they're just ecstatic about it, you know, and it's just marvellous. And the fight that's been put on, not only by George and Nolene and Norm and everybody else, but the supporters that have backed it up, all our old players and the people that have been involved in the club. When Norm said earlier, it's better than winning a premiership. You know, premierships are wonderful things to win, but when the news hit the floor that this was Souths were back in business again, it just showed the real, true, hard fighting spirit the Souths have had over the years. And I'm sure that the feelings of all of our old blokes and the feeling of all of the people out there generally, not only South supporters, but people generally in rugby league, people that haven't been to a game of rugby league for years, I'm sure that this will get their bums into gear and get their tails into gear and get them back. It'll be a real shot in the arm, a wonderful injection for our great game of rugby league.
Well, speaking of that, Sean, what about the doubting Thomases and the people who say, well, you know, Souths are only drawing 4,000 or 5,000 to their home. I've heard them say it on radio, to their home games, you know, at the SFS. You know, they've got to make sure that they had 80,000 walk down the main street of Sydney. They've got to make sure that they get them back to the ground.
Yeah, that's right, Fatty. But I think if we look back over the last probably 10 years, Souths have always just paid players what they could afford to pay. Okay, we know out there's been salary cap rorting, and when you pay more for players than you're allowed to pay, you're obviously going to get a better team on the field. You get better success, and with success, you get good crowds. I mean, if that didn't happen, who knows where the game would have been. But, you know, South Sydney 1999 had an average home crowd of 12,000.
Yep.
And if you compare that now to some of the average crowds, you know, some clubs would be very proud of that. So if we can build on that, and which I'm sure we will, we're going to have plenty of good times ahead of us.
Tiger, has Spud rung you for a game? Was Spud Carroll? He must have rung you by now. So
He played 2 good games for me.
Yeah.
Hey, chip and chase it, you mind, huh?
Chip and chase.
I can't let John Sattler go without saying that, and it was always going to happen, but we figure it's time. We've got our award show at the end of the year, and we'd
Footy
like
Show
to...
Awards, yeah.
Footy Show Awards. We're going to introduce an award, the John Sattler Award, which is for the player who shows the most courage beyond the call of duty this weekend, this year. I hope you don't mind coming down for the night presenting that award for us. This is the man who is the epitome of a rugby league player, played a grand final in 1970, the majority of it with a broken jaw.
Yeah.
It doesn't get any tougher than that.
No, it doesn't. They beat Manly. It doesn't get any tougher
Smashed
than that either. All right, John Sattler, Craig Coleman, thanks for joining us. Very good.
Excuse me, just 1 second, if I may take this opportunity, ladies and gentlemen and
John.
boys. I was just talking with George earlier tonight, and I know it's another push for members for South Sydney, but if there's anybody out there that's interested in rugby league, anybody that's interested in South Sydney, get over there to the club, join the Leagues Club, join the football club, and another way of just giving our game that another big oomph.
Yep. Well, speaking of that, we're having a Footy Show South membership drive. That's on 16th of August, hosted by Andrew Denton. There's special guests and acts all night, live into the Footy Show. I think it's going to be in the studio next door here. So that's, you know, if you want to join the club, do that. That's on August 16th. And as a matter of fact, that's going to be the start for a lot of things with the all the other clubs are going to have one of them, and we'll be involved the rest of the year as well. Okay, so that's great news. Now, Andrew and Sean are staying with us. They're the guest hosts for the night. Yeah. We'll take a break and come back. Oh, what have we got now? Well, sorry, we're not taking a break. We've got plenty more coming up right now.
Gee, this show hasn't changed.
No, it's still the same. It's unbelievable. Okay, he's now called the Footy Show's Carl Barron, and here he comes, Carl Barron.
Keep going. You know, you think you're doing a good thing, but I was donating some blood today, and the nurse insulted me, right? I was just doing a good thing, and she insulted me. She didn't say it very loudly, but I heard it. She's just about to put the needle in. She leaned over and went, "Okay, small prick." I'm going to, yeah. You know, what's nice about people when they get older, they get very friendly. You know, like those old blokes at RSLs? You don't even know them, they just walk up to you and go, "G'day, champ, you winning?" You know, I've noticed too about people when they get old, their head stops turning independently of their body. They just turn as one. They go, "Hey, Johnny." "Hey." I'm getting older. I know I'm getting older because I'm starting to enjoy things that I never used to, like tea. And someone says, "You want a cup of tea?" And I think, "Oh, yeah." or cake. You know, like I get really excited about having cake. I went to a shop today and there's a glass cabinet. There's all these nice bits of carrot cake. And there's always a shit bit. And you think, look at the shit bit. "Well, what's the bit? I'll get the shit bit." So I asked her a bit and she started picking up the shit bit. So I'm going to say something to her. And she gave it to me and I went, "Thank you." You know, thinking next time I'm going to say something, that's it. Except I'm going to walk in a shop and go, "Can I have a piece of cake?" and not the shit bit. It's like when you're getting a shit haircut and you watch them giving you a shit haircut. Then you thank them for the shit haircut. Then you come back 2 months later for another shit haircut. I'll just tell you before I go, I went to Adelaide on a plane, and what's so funny about that? You know, you sit on the plane and they come up and everyone acts posh on the plane, you know. Excuse me, and I said, what? No, it wasn't that rude. I went, huh? And everyone gets a little wine and they all act posh. Ooh, thank you. You know, and the captain comes on and says, you know, we're going to be flying at 47,000 feet. Thinking, who gives a shit? I don't care if you fly at 50,000 feet. I don't care if you drive the plane on the grain all the way over there. And it's minus 65 degrees out, so, oh, fair dinkum. Thanks for telling me, mate. I was going to go outside without my jacket. You know, and I checked in this hotel, and I don't know if you've checked into a hotel lately. They ask you very weird questions just before you check in. I go up to the counter. Next, that was me. It was my go. I go up to the counter. She looks me in the eye and she goes, can I have an impression of your MasterCard, please? I said, oh, I've never done it before, but I'll give it a go. She said, don't be stupid, that's a visa. Thanks a lot, good night.
Yeah, there he is, Carl Barron there, and he's appearing at all these places around Australia. Check them out if he's coming to a place near you. Make sure you get a ticket and go and see him because he's a very, very funny man, all right? OK, now, just before we go, look at these. There's tour dates all up. He's going to 1,000 places. There he is, Carl. Just before we go, Craig Coleman's got one more thing to say. Tug?
I just want to wish our little South Sydney girl a happy birthday today, Christy Lee. Have a nice birthday, sitting home with Mother and Renee.
Good on you.
Good on you. Thanks, Tugger. And now we can take a break. We're coming back with David and Goliath after this.